Hey, how are you? I'm SliceofOtaku, and I want to do a bit of breaking the fourth wall with you guys and just talk about this channel and things like that. And first off, man, like all of the drama that transpired over the last couple of days, whether or not you were pissed about it, whether or not you felt like it was all noise, I feel as though all of us collectively just want to move past this. We just want to get back to the show because, you know, if you felt strongly about this one way or another, I feel as though that just means that you really care about the show in some way, shape, or form. And it's the same for me. I love Steven Universe, and a lot of you love my content following Steven Universe. So I want to be as transparent as possible in this regard. When it comes to my content, if you know me, I bring passion into whatever I touch. So with Steven Universe, I do in fact love it. I still love it, and I don't feel like that love is gonna go anywhere. And with that being said, we will return to Steven Universe content on this channel. But also, I just need to breathe a little bit in that regard. I need to just be sure that I can bring that same energy, that same passion to the table, because that's the only way I can enjoy this kind of stuff. And really, it was thanks to you guys that I was able to come to this conclusion, because a ton of people reached out to me from all over and just showing their support, regardless of what content I decide to make. They were just showing love, and I really do appreciate that. I mean, it just demonstrates that the I love you at the end of each video goes both ways, and I couldn't ask for anything more. And you know, not only when it comes to this channel, but anything that I do, for me to be happy in life, I have to be myself. And I expect the same of you. I expect you to be yourself. So if you don't agree with me, that's totally fine. That's all good. I mean, I would hope that there's like a level of respect there for one another, because like I'm not gonna go out of my way to disrespect someone who hasn't disrespected me at all. And I mean, the majority of my content relies upon interpretation. We're not always gonna see the same thing. I could show you what I see. I can let you know how I feel about certain things, but that doesn't mean that you're gonna see the same thing or feel the same way. I don't expect that. I just, you know, let's just be civil. Like, this channel is all about love and just showing love to each other and the stuff that we do love and sharing that. So I want to get back to that, which leads into the next topic of discussion, which is content. Now, as it stands, I have a lot of Steven Universe videos on my channel, and I like that because I'm proud of those videos and I'm really happy with whatever I produce. But at the same time, I do want to include other things that I enjoy, such as anime and manga, which you can probably tell from my name, SliceofOtaku. I mean, with this channel, I wanted the name to be, you know, open-ended and ambiguous. So SliceofOtaku, I feel as though that represents Steven Universe. You know, there's a ton of like references and homages to anime and manga, and that's just my channel. You know, that embodies my channel. It's a slice of otaku. And the same applies to Star vs. the Forces of Evil. And I'm gonna be honest with you, the reason why I haven't been putting up anime content is because I love anime so much that I've been wanting these stars to align, for everything to be perfect, for the preparation to be perfect before I put something out, because I want to do stuff that's extravagant, stuff that's like out of my comfort zone. I want to push my boundaries with this kind of stuff. But somewhere along the line, I forgot that I could just shut up and do it. Because really, that's how Steven Universe ended up on this channel. I was just binge watching Steven Universe and I was loving it to the point where I just wanted to talk about it, you know? I'd put it up on this channel, although anime and manga was intended to be the focus of this channel. And now things are totally different. I just want to talk about these fictional worlds that just get me going, just excite me. And you know, in retrospect, I kind of feel stupid because I did make a couple of Dragon Ball videos, and my second most popular video on this channel is a Dragon Ball Super theory. That's crazy, and I just put it down. It doesn't really make sense. And that's the thing about this channel. I'm still new to YouTube. I'm still figuring things out. I don't really know everything. I don't have every single thing planned out yet. And oddly enough, that's something I've needed to embrace, that it's okay to grow, especially if you're having fun regardless. I enjoyed the hell out of those videos. Making those videos, it was incredible. And now that we're like at this climactic point of Dragon Ball Super, it's all the more reason to talk about it, if I have something to talk about it. But beyond just Dragon Ball, there are other animes that I want to talk about, especially my deep love and appreciation for My Hero Academia, which I call Boku no Hero, but you know, just for general audiences, My Hero Academia. I've been following that manga since the first chapter released. From the first chapter release, I've been all over this stuff. It is like, I don't know, it might as well be my own show considering how strongly I feel about it. I just take joy in the recent surge of popularity that it's received. I remember before when I couldn't even find like enough Google images like of these characters. Back before the anime was a thing, Uraraka, she was only animated in a single GIF, and that was just like, that GIF meant so much. But now we've reached so far that I want to go all the way with that show. And the same goes for the manga series Black Clover. I've been following that since day one as well, and I mean, it's not at the same level of popularity, so I suppose it's a smaller brother, but I still love it. I take so much pride in it. And what's incredible is it's actually even getting an anime adaptation in October, which I cannot wait for. I mean, there's so much that I want to talk about with these two series, and that's just a taste of it, which once again segues into our next point. With my latest Star vs. the Forces of Evil video, I tried something different. If you watched it, you would have seen that I started using a new avatar. And this avatar was created by my best friend Crotoons. Now, there was a lot of feedback, you know. I recognized what you guys were saying because, you know, this whole thing is me communicating with you and us having fun and being open with each other and just spreading that positivity. But a lot of you didn't really feel it. I mean, some of you were just like up in arms against it. You didn't want to see it. You wanted the old one back. There were some of you who were saying it's whatever, you know, you can do what you want. Like I like this, but I like the other one better, you know? And then there are the people who are just adored it. They really like this new cute chibi thing. But I want to explain my thinking with this change and such. Alright, so if you don't know, the previous avatar, which I've been using up until this point, was created for me by Kitsune Zakuro, and I love Kitsune. But a lot of people also have Kitsune avatars at this point, and although I'm open to being friends with other content creators, I don't want our content to define each other, you know what I mean? I don't want us all to have like a hive mentality where we all have to do the same thing, because if we're all doing the same thing, why the hell do you have to look at me? Why do you have to check out my channel? I always want to be doing something different because I'm different. I'm unique in my own way, you know what I mean? But you know what? I see you guys, and I guess I'm just going to keep the old avatar. But I want you to know that I don't always use that avatar. Although you may be just watching my Star vs. the Forces of Evil content or my Steven Universe content, when it came to Dragon Ball, I used an entirely different avatar. And I really want you guys to be open to change because I also have even more avatars that you haven't seen before for shows that I plan on covering in the future that I haven't just yet, for Black Clover and for One Piece. And the same is going to be the case when it comes to My Hero Academia, which is currently in the works. And for each of these characters, there has been a lot of thought and effort put into them to the point where you can consider them to be OCs. And I mean, in the grand scheme of things, my character representations don't really matter all that much. It's more so about the content of the video and what I'm actually talking about at the time. But I do like having, you know, avatars. I do like having them as a visual representation of myself. It's just a fun little aesthetic choice that I've decided to go buck wild with. And lastly, I want to end this off with just like a mixed bag of things that have been asked of me and also things that are behind the scenes that you may not actually notice at all. Alright, so when I first started this channel off, it took forever to render and to upload. You know, I was limited in the sense that I had to be selective in what I decide to talk about because it took so long to put these videos out there. And so I saved up my money so I can go from my dinosaur of a PC to a MacBook, which did the job a hell of a lot better, and it's portable. I was able to now have the option of traveling and working at the same time. I could go to wherever and still be able to be productive, which was great. And because of the crazy, like mind-blowing support that I've received on this channel, I was able to afford to make my own PC. I built my own PC, which I now use, which I'm recording this video on, and it's just dope. It's like, that's the kind of thing that you fantasize about, and for it to happen, it's great. I'm so grateful. And so now I'm able to put out videos a lot faster. Like, I can make this and still be able to work on something afterwards. It's such a change from where I began. And I also want to do a bit of live streaming in the future. Not right now, mind you, because of background noise and what have you. And for that, I may be working towards a solution. I don't want to say everything, but you guys are theorists. I'm sure that you can figure it out. And people have asked me if I have a Patreon, which I don't. And I don't really know how I feel about a Patreon in terms of my format, my content, because when it comes to channels that take a long time to produce content, and you know, it's just like a long break in between their content, so the finances are kind of shaky, then I understand, like that makes total sense. But for me, I kind of just put videos out at a pretty fast pace. You know, I can do it daily if I grind it out. Like if I'm up from early morning to, I guess, midday, then I could put out a video every single day, I suppose. And to me, Patreon funding is a donation that you give to your favorite content creators because you want to support them financially. And that's out of the kindness of your heart. So I couldn't make rewards like, hey, you tell me what you want me to talk about in a video, because for me, surprising you with what I have to say is sort of like the fun of it. And this is YouTube. I don't want to be told what to do. I want to just do. I just want to create things that are fun for me and hopefully are enjoyable for you as well. And I mean, if people enjoy my content to the point where they want to support me, then it's weird for them to now tell me what to do, because that just kind of disrupts the entire flow. That changes everything. And I mean, at the end of the day, a real donation's not for the glory, right? And also, at the end of the video, if I'm like, hey, donate to me on Patreon, donate to me on Patreon, it's sort of like, feed me, I'm so hungry, feed me. When at the same time, I'm living off of this stuff. Like, I'm making enough as it is just talking about things that I enjoy, just having fun with free YouTube content. And I don't know, maybe I'm just not seeing it in the right light, but I don't really get it. And then there's Discord, a community Discord for this channel. I'm open to it. Like, people have asked me so many times at this point, and I'm open to it. Like, I'd be cool with the Discord. I just want to know if people would join. Like, if you guys are interested in that, in the comment section, let me know. If you made it to this point in the video, let me know if you'd be interested in a Discord. And I don't really know how to run this kind of stuff, so I'd have to learn. It'd take a little bit of time. I'm interested. I'm all for that. But yeah, I think we've covered pretty much everything. I just want to reiterate that it's all about having fun. I want to get back to that and spread nothing but love. And with that, I thank you so much for watching and hope you all have an awesome day. I love you.